Welcome back. Of course, Shola Rogers is right here in the studio. Shola, good morning. It's good to have you.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to be here.
I don't know what you were trying to prove.
No, he's big, but I'm big too, so we can, just...
Precisely. Are you going to register for the
You're trying to
championship?
flex your muscles
The
now,
one in
really?
October.
Yeah.
Okay.
I started working out already. I started
Precisely. Enough milkshakes, supplements,
from the waiting room here.
Okay.
Well, it's interesting, though. I mean,
I like what they're doing, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. I like what you're doing. And every time we keep saying it, that we have plenty talent in Nigeria. So,
all
and not
sorts.
everybody should go play football or basketball or tennis. This is another avenue where we can channel our strength,
Yeah.
And the average Nigerian, there's this rugby coach that told me when he came to Nigeria that, look, just looking at Nigerians from the airport all the way to the hotel, was like, look, the average Nigerian is actually built for strength and rugby, and people like this are also built for strength and all of that, people like us,
Yeah, precisely. Okay. Not people like the one in the middle. The National Sports Festival. We know, obviously, it's going to go ahead because coronavirus is not ravaging Nigeria right now. Just one case that we have.
Sure
So,
about
of course.
Yeah, one case properly managed.
Properly managed. That's the great thing about a country like Nigeria, especially in Lagos.
We're hoping it stays that way.
Of course, it's going to
It's
stay
real.
that way. Because, they're managing it so well. It's not spreading like it's happening in Italy and some other parts of the world. So that's why the National Sport Festival, it's going to go ahead. And in Imo State, in Owerri, of course, it came alive when the state capital actually received it as the governor, Hope Uzodinma, and his representative,
Unity Touch,
was handed over to him. And of course, when it gets to a state like this, all the governor have to say is they want their athletes, their team, to be the one at the top of the podium after the whole ceremony.
Yeah, but
It's good. It's good for politicians to always say these things. I'm sorry, I do not mean any disrespect, but we can't agree with them until we found out the level of preparation of the Imo team.
Spot on.
How long have they been in camp?
spot on.
Which sports are they participating
They had
in?
their own sport festival, remember? The different local governments taking part in all that. That's part of preparations for it.
So, but have they been in camp as a team, and are they getting ready for the?
We need to ask some
We'll
questions.
We'll find out when
the
everything
competition
starts in Benin.
Exactly. When they actually start talking,
because
when they're done performing.
I won't lie to you. It's most likely going to be the usual suspects all the
I think
time.
so as well.
Delta State, River State, Edo, Lagos. You can
And
almost
Kaduna
predict.
and Kano might want to flex muscles also.
What muscles?
Usually, they try to.
At least they'll be in the top. They'll be in the top 10
The top 10, usually.
Now
on the medal table.
You clarified. Let's come. Still talking about sports in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the 12th police games going on right now in Anambra, and of course, opening ceremony was over the weekend, and they've already, all these police personnel, they're involved in a different kind of battle entirely. Battle to win medals in basketball, in chess, in golf, in track and field, in badminton, in handball. You can go on and on and on. So we had to bring you a few of the updates for you, and some of the guys that have won medals already, that have earned their sports on the podium. Let's start with Tom Brakpa Gripa, representing Force Headquarters Abuja, won gold in the women's 1 kilometer cycling. So take a bow wherever you are. In the male category, Busari Michael of Zone 11 won gold in the same events. In Taekwondo, you have Omo Bola Ajayi of Force Headquarters Abuja picking gold after defeating Olariwaju Adegoke of Zone 2. That's in the female heavyweight category. In the men's football event played at the Otuacha Township Stadium, Zone 6 defeated Zone 2 by a lone goal to pick all 3 points in the campaign for gold. So good way to start for Zone 6.
Absolutely. Action, you have kickboxing, badminton, chess, cycling, hockey, judo, Scrabble, shooting.
Can go on and on.
So that's all the tournament that they're taking part in. And the reason why most of them are really aiming for this gold is simply because the Inspector General of Police, Adamu Abubakar, increased the reward for overall zonal winner from the 15 million to 100 million. So it's not just for the athletes to win gold, they're also winning it for their zone, because they know that when they do that, So that amount is going to be the worth, kind of 100 million worth of equipment. That's what can be given to them in the zone. So it's not just winning and, you know, making your...
So it's not just bragging rights.
But then bragging rights and all that, but also the fact that something is coming to the zone, especially equipment and all that.
Yeah, I also heard that there will be promotions for them, for those, you know, which is a good thing, you know. So if you want to rise up the ranks, get into sports, you know, in the Nigerian police force, deck 1 or 2 people in the ring, you know, legally, and you know, get promoted. So I hope they keep it, you know, at the games, though. They should just leave all the combating at the games. But, you know, but having said that, I'm glad that they brought back the police games, you know. It's sad that they stopped it, stop, start. The police and the military have always produced plenty talent for Nigeria.
Talents.
You know, if you remember the old marathon that Nigeria had, the winners were either from the police or the Nigerian army and all of that. And because they are professionally expected to be fit.
Yes.
But in recent times, we've seen some not so fit policemen.
That's why this game is...
That's why you have games like
you know,
this.
So with games like this and motivation from the IG, what it basically means is that they will now take it, you know, to the divisions, you know, to the... From the DPO to the DCO and everybody, they need to start getting involved in sports, you know. So it's not just about winning laurels, it's also about a lifestyle change. And I hope this can spark that new revolution.
Mental and physical, right?
Yeah.
All right, then,
and you know,
of course.
You know what sports have actually done to a lot of people, you know, when you're into sports, I mean, you're better off than the next person that's actually not doing the sports.
Remember Chema Ajunwa, you know,
Chema
Ajunwa played football. Sunday. She was an athlete, she moved to chess and all of that, all as a policewoman, you know. Remember Sunday Bada of blessed memory, you know. And what that did for them also was that they got rapid promotions, you know, and they ended up bringing a lot of glory
to the country
and the police force.
Exactly, represented the country.
So there's so many Sunday Badders out there, so many Choma Juas out there. These games will help us unearth them and bring them to the green, white, green.
All right. That's the one that will go for the next
outstanding talent.
This Olympics is
2024. No, not
maybe the All African Games or something.
Let's start from there.
Let's start from there.
Commonwealth Games.
Of course, you cannot forget Samuel Peters, the Nigerian Nightmare.
Absolutely. Right? There are a couple of them. And you look, even in rugby, you know, the Nigerian police rugby team, they're very active. Basketball, they're active and all of that. But we need to hope that this game will spark up that new revolution.
Shola, I don't know if you know this. I don't know if it's a myth. Julius Agawa, was he ever a policeman?
Yes, he was.
Really?
Yes, he was. That's what they called him, you know. Yeah, he was.
Wow.
You know, so
there you go, so we can get...
The police has got talent, man. What we pray now is that they don't just do these biennial games and go to sleep. You know, let them also continue,
like they've been doing
before. At the divisional levels and all of that.
Okay,
all right.
Let's move on, Cecilia.
Let's move on. Okay, our countdown to Tokyo 2020 Olympics begins now. Okay, it's 141 days to Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. Yes, we are still counting them because, I mean, the reason I'm sure it's simply because of what Thomas Bach has said, Mark Adams, the IOC and all that, all of them, what they're saying. The assurance is
But
big,
the Japanese
huge.
minister for the Olympics is saying that they might have to shift it.
Yes, might. It's not definite. 24th is the day they're still looking at. But Japan, I mean, as you mentioned earlier, they've said that, look, the contract they signed with IOC is the fact that it can be postponed as long as it's said, 2020, as long as it's within the year. So you're looking at December just in case, you know, the virus is not going away.
Yeah, but from the place where the virus generated, they've been able to contain it and the numbers are dropping.
Yes.
We pray that Japan and co are able to also contain so that the numbers will drop because nobody wants to expose themselves to the risk of contacting this virus.
Right.
You know, so hopefully by the time we want to go for the Olympics, everything will be fine. But if it's not a do or die thing. They can extend it by a few weeks or months, as long as it's still within the calendar year 2020, then your countdown will extend.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
We don't want.
It's like the fear is spreading faster than the virus itself right now.
It's the fear, you know. But a lot of people are given to panic. But look, just
is natural.
maintain your basic hygiene.
Usually
You know?
those are wearing the mask. I'm like, okay, once I see you wearing the mask, I'm thinking maybe you have the virus.
Stay
that's
away.
why you're wearing it. So I'll have to stay away.
Yeah.
That's
Long distance. Anyways, there was the Zika virus going into Rio 2016 as well. Remember Zika, right?
Yeah. When some athletes were pulling out, especially
Mosquito,
the
that was
golfers,
mosquito-borne. And that was a lot scary as well.
And that was even more worse. It was worse actually than COVID. So people need to slow their roll. Don't panic. This thing can be contained.
Personal hygiene.
You know, most importantly, keep washing your hands.
Very important.
You know, and you don't need to waste money on all those
sanitizer,
face masks
and
sanitizers.
Quickly, we talk about our results coming from the FA Cup. You know, overnight, and was it really a surprise one? 3 games played, and of course, the teams in the Premier League, I mean, the other teams in the Premier League got a good result. Sheffield United, and of course, Newcastle got a good result. But Liverpool and Chelsea, everyone expected a close game, but it seems Liverpool are tired. So it was 2-0. Let's see pictures from that game, because that's a star match for the day.
Saying Sheffield got a good result, Newcastle and Chelsea didn't get a good result.
Yeah.
No, I won't.
So she said Liverpool are tired. I don't know what she's trying to say.
Because I'm going to reserve the Liverpool and Chelsea game for analysis. That's the reason.
Okay.
So let's look at the game now. The pictures from the game.
Back-to-back losses now for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Time to panic or no need?
No panic stations. It's football. These things happen. Some people have been waiting for this time. A lot of people have been holding their breath, like Liverpool must start to lose. Okay, now they're losing. The quadruple or the treble doesn't look possible anymore. You understand?
It's not going to happen.
It's not even happening.
But
we're looking at
what is going to happen? What is going to happen is that they're winning the league.
Right.
Look, there is no way they can bungle. I am very sure about the fact. Look, that's why I wrote an article about it as far back as November last year. Liverpool will win the league, so do not panic. Yes, they have started dropping points, but you know it's a natural thing in life. When you hit your peak, you know, I would blame Jurgen Klopp for this, you know, using the same set of players over and over and over again and not expanding, you know, the drag
didn't make changes yesterday.
That's what I'm saying, that the changes should have been like, if he had done the rotation thing earlier, it would have been better. But even the few games that he could afford to rest players, you find that he ends up bringing in Salah, ends up bringing in Mane and all of that. These guys are human and they will always tend to drop form. But
Chelsea in this game, give it to Chelsea, they were clinical.
Look, at times, when you have problems and your back is against the wall, you turn around and fight, and that's what Chelsea has done. Chelsea have this injury crisis, especially in the midfield and everything. And you know what they did? They just turned to youth and like, you know what, guys, go
Enjoy
play.
yourself.
Nobody would have predicted a Chelsea 2-0 victory over Liverpool yesterday.
Really? Even after Liverpool were thrashed
Chelsea,
by Watford?
Liverpool 2-0, Tayo.
Yeah, 2-1.
I thought there was a very good chance of losing.
You know, but not like the way Chelsea played. Chelsea,
beaten.
oh my God, they were phenomenal. The Chelsea team was just beautiful. You start to wonder, like, why did they play like this all season, you know? But, you know, each game comes with its own intricacies and all of that. I'm very, very happy for Frank Lampard. I am extremely happy for him. They deserve this. And now, at least, they're still looking at the trophy.
Last 8, all right. Shout out to Ross Barkley and Willian. Matches were played, the last sets of matches in the FA Cup. 5th round will be played later tonight. And you have Leicester taking on Birmingham. Sheffield Wednesday will be taking on Manchester City. And the last game is an all-Premier League clash between Tottenham and Norwich. So confirmation of the fixtures are for you there. Let's go to the papers now. Of course, we'll come back all the updates on tomorrow's show. Let's take a look at the papers now, Cecilia.
Okay, let me start with the complete sport. That's what I have right here. Liverpool treble hopes end, of course, Blues surge into FA Cup quarterfinals. That's the headline here coming from Complete Sports. And then you have this Dessus Iheanacho returns. Okay, this is ahead of Nigeria's Sierra Leone doubleheader. Samuel Kalou also in for the 2 leg ties later this month. Now, have we seen something from Nigerian Football Federation concerning
nothing official yet.
Nothing official yet, but this is what people, what's
have you seen that guy play? Cyril
Dessus. Oh my God. I've actually seen a couple of highlights of him this season.
Yeah.
And I think he's a very good footballer.
Of course.
I think Nigeria is blessed with so much talent. And I do not want to be cannot raw at this time. who do you pick to start? You know, there's still Osimhen that is firing on all cylinders. There's Dessers, you know, there's Maja, there's Iheanacho.
Good headache.
Oh my God, it's a good headache. And I saw a list someone put up, and you know, we can actually put out three different teams, and I'm like, whoa, this is massive. You know, our goalkeeper is doing very well in South Africa. And, you know, man of the match awards here and there and all of that. So it's a good time to be supporting and coaching the Super Eagles.
That's a good one, not much headache. Okay, there's no coronavirus threat to this game because NFF and federal government are handling the deadly virus disease in the sense that games are going to go on, no fear of cancellation in this one. Ronaldo flies home for his mother suffers stroke. Yeah, we saw this when he tweeted that, you know, people have actually been sending messages.
She's on the mend
She's on the mend right now, fantastic. So she's doing so well. A good one. Iheanacho 6 FA Cup history. He wants to become the first Nigerian to score 20 domestic cup goals in England. They're playing against Birmingham tonight. We'll see if he can.
Good chance to do that.
Doable.
Good chance.
It's very doable.
No disrespect to Birmingham.
Yeah, but doable. Yeah. We're not saying he's scoring all 20 goals today.
All right, any more?
Okay, again, a draw wants Zeki, Akpoguma, all of them in the Spraggles. Okay.
More options.
More options for him. Okay. Yeah. You have players right now. It's giving you a headache how you're going to use them. You're looking for more.
Yes, it's good actually because this is it.
The more the merrier.
If they are Nigerian or they are qualified to play for Nigerian and they are good enough.
Yeah.
If they're good enough,
give them a chance.
Bring them in.
Regardless of where they are, local or foreign.
Doesn't really matter.
Sporting life is the last one, Tyler.
Right. Anthony Joshua is in the news. He's very confident. Actually, they're saying he's boasting that he's going to defeat Kubrat Pulev in 11th round.
Why wait that long?
Excuse me, why wait that long? Is that not too risky?
Maybe he wants to punish him. Okay. Maybe he wants to punish him. He wants to let him go the distance, kind of.
The fans will enjoy it.
Yeah, let them enjoy their money, you know.
I just feel the earlier the better, but it's all good. Inter Milan target Aubameyang at Real Madrid. Atletico considering move for Raul Jimenez. Is had a fantastic season for Wolves.
That guy, Raul Jimenez, Jota, these are players that at the start of the season you just look like, but now they deserve to be playing for bigger teams. Actually,
they'll be costing millions.
Yeah, they will.
All right,
but then why can't they just grow?
Aguero fit for cup tie, as well as the Manchester derby. Spurs without Hugo Lloris. The injuries keep piling up for Jose. Madrid, Pochettino as Zidane's replacement. What do you need that for?
I don't know what they're going to do.
Is Pochettino better than Zinedine Zidane?
No,
it's not.
So what? Okay, maybe it's just the paper.
It's just the paper. Thank you so much, Shola, for coming on the program.
Thanks for having me, guys. It's always fun, honestly.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. I'm Cecilia Mogbe. Have a fantastic day.
I am Taya Salam. Bye for now.